mentioned that you were going to come into services today for an opening interview, and we're gonna I'm just gonna try to get some information from you and determine your main problem and what you would like to see happen in the future treatment sessions. So I do want to tell you before we get started that everything you tell me today and in all the future sessions will remain confidential, unless you indicate to me that you're planning on hurting yourself or hurting somebody else. Okay? All right. Do you have any questions right now before we get started a little bit? No. No? Okay. All right. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what's going on?
I'm having some issues in one of my classes, specifically my statistics class.
Okay.
And it's making it seem like I'm probably not gonna pass this course.
Okay. And now does this cause you anxiety? You mentioned on the phone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about the anxiety that you feel?
My heart starts racing, and my thoughts race as well. Like I can't think about anything else, but like it's just too many thoughts. I get kind of sweaty, and my stomach starts hurting.
Okay. Now you mentioned that it's the statistics class that's the main cause of this anxiety. Why don't you tell me a little bit about where you are academically? What year is it in school for you?
I'm a senior.
Okay. And how have you done in the past years in your classes?
I've done very well.
Okay.
I have gotten mostly like A's and B's.
Okay, so you would say that this semester is particularly difficult for you?
Yes.
And especially the stats class?
Yes.
Okay. All right, how are you doing in your other classes right now?
I'm doing okay. I'm not having nearly as much of an issue as I am in that statistics course. So I would say I'm doing okay.
Okay. Now, have you ever been to treatment before?
No.
No? Okay, so this is your first time seeking services?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I see. Well, I'm very glad that you decided to stop in and talk with me. And, I feel that in the future sessions, we'll hopefully be able to go over things a little more in depth. For now, why don't you tell me a little bit more about yourself? How old are you?
I'm 22.
22? Okay. And you've been in school for 4 years now?
Yes.
To 4th year?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm almost done.
All right. Where do you go to school?
Cleveland State.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Okay. So, Chris, I've heard you mention today so far that you feel anxiety about this stats class, that you feel like you are failing. And why don't you tell me a little bit more about your specific worries in the class? What will happen if you do indeed fail the stats class?
If I do fail it, I won't graduate on time. I probably would have to stay on for probably over the summer, or I probably couldn't fit it in the spring.
Okay.
And that would greatly impact my ability to get a job, I think, and anything else that I would want to do.
So it sounds to me like you're saying that you have some worries regarding the future if you do fail this class.
Yes.
Now, is that where a lot of your anxiety comes from? Kind of the unknown aspect of the future?
I don't know if that's where it comes from, but I do worry about that a lot. I feel like I don't know what I'm going to do when I graduate, and sometimes I kind of feel like if I can't handle this class, like how am I going to handle things in the future? Like I know that I've handled things in the past, and I haven't had any issue, but like this, just this one situation drives all that into question.
Okay. All right. Okay, Chris. Well, we're going to end for the time being. Thank you for sharing with me.